So good morning everyone. In the previous report, it already discussed who Elizabeth Barrett Browning is, and this poem is also her other writing. Sonnet 43 by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So let's read the poem. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the ends of being and ideal grace, I love thee to the level of everydays. Most quiet need by sun and candlelight, I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with a passion put to use in my old griefs and with my childhood's faith. I love thee with a love I seems to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. So the opening statement of the poem, line 1 and 2, the speaker starts by asking how she loved her partner and promises to list the ways. And in line 3 to 8, the speaker describes how her love reaches great depths, is present in daily life, and is free and pure. In line 9 to 12, the speaker explains that her love is tied to past experiences and her childhood faith, and that it involves all aspects of her life. And in line 13 to 14, the speaker expresses hope that her love will continue to grow even after death. The theme of the poem is that the boundless and enduring nature of love. The speaker expresses how love transcends physical limits and everyday experiences, reaching the depths of the soul. The poem portrays love as pure, selfless, and unwavering, connecting it to spiritual ideals such as grace and faith. Additionally, there is an emphasis on the eternal aspect of love, with the speaker asserting that their love will continue even after death. The sonnet explores love in its most idealized and profound forms, celebrating it as a force that encompasses all aspects of life. The central message of the poem is that true love is boundless, pure, and eternal. The speaker emphasizes that love transcends physical and temporal limits. This love is selfless, enduring through life's trials, and even has the power to persist beyond death, suggesting that it is both earthly and divine in nature. Through this, Browning conveys that the most profound form of love is limitless and everlasting. The structure of Sonnet 43 follows the traditional form of a Petrarchan or Italian sonnet. The poem is made up of 14 lines in total. Rhyme scheme is ABBA, ABBA, CDC, DCD. Each line is written in iambic pentameter, a rhythmic pattern with 10 syllables per line, alternating between unstressed and stress. The poem uses several literary devices that enhance its emotional depth and expression of love. First is anaphora. The repetition of I love thee at the beginning of multiple lines emphasizes the speaker's unwavering love and creates a rhythmic effect. Second is imagery. Vivid sensory descriptions are used to convey the extent of the speaker's love, such as depth, breadth, and height, which appeal to the imagination. The third one is hyperbole. The speaker exaggerates the extent of her love to express its intensity and boundlessness. And lastly, the alliteration. The repetition of consonant sounds in close succession creates a musical effect and emphasizes certain ideas. Sonnet 43 tells us that love is not limited to life on earth but will grow and enduring in the afterlife, reflecting the idea of love as eternal and transcending time and physical boundaries. And that's all. Thank you.